Hi everyone, my name is Kiara and I am a student in Korea studying at Yonsei University, majoring in international studies and double majoring, hopefully, in business administration. I haven't applied yet, so I don't know if I'll get in, but yeah. For this video, I'll just be talking about my application to Yonsei as a regular student, not an exchange student, so keep that in mind if you are trying to look for an exchange program. Because I wanted to make a video because I know a lot of people might be struggling. I had a really hard time when I applied around a year ago. I'm going into my sophomore year now, so around a year ago I was really struggling. There wasn't a lot of information, but there is more now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been putting out more information, so but I still decided to make a little video about it if you are in need of help. Throughout the video, I'll look down at my laptop a little bit because I need to look at my notes or else I'll forget since it's been over a year. But yeah, let's just go into it. So first off, there are two paths of undergraduate studies at Yonsei for international students. The first one is what I like to call the Korean undergraduate program, but it's actually just the regular Yonsei or regular Korean university. So you'll just be studying alongside the Koreans in Korean. Your classes will be conducted fully in Korean for the most part, and you will likely either need a TOEIC score or some kind of Korean assessment that they give you. I don't know what TOEIC you need, maybe TOEIC 2, but you will have to progress really fast to be able to study. So I'd say higher if better is the better. So yeah, with this you can do almost any major within the university. With the exception of the music department, I don't think they accept international students, but almost any major within the university you can do. So yeah, I'll put some information in the description in a Google Docs, as much as I know and some of the programs my friends go through, but I don't know a lot, so I can't really say how much I can help you with this one. So I will try my best to leave as much information in the Google Docs. So if you're curious, just check out the Google Docs in the description. I'm so sorry if I couldn't help you with that one because I didn't choose this path. So throughout the next following the rest of the video, I won't be talking much about this. I'm so sorry. The next one is the English undergraduate program, which is the one I am in. So it's basically just a college under Yonsei that teaches completely in English. So there's no Korean TOEIC score required, no Korean skill at all, nothing, no Korean test, nothing. I actually went to Korea, knowing no Korean at all, zero, no alphabet, no Hangul, no I didn't know anything. What I knew was from probably the streets or something, kimchi, I don't know. I knew very little, and actually when I first moved there, it was the first time I ever moved there to Korea or ever visited, so I don't suggest doing that actually, because you don't know if you're actually gonna be able to live there or you're gonna be like it. So don't do that. But thankfully for me, I liked it. So yeah. It's called if I didn't say it, it's called Underwood International College. It's the second biggest college at Yonsei, so it's not puny at all. It's quite a large university. A college, I mean, under the university. I don't know how many people there is. It's 3,000. It's quite a lot. I don't remember. But it's a lot of people, and it's mainly Korean, actually. So there's a lot of Koreans that study in English at this college, but there's still a lot of foreigners as well. So there's foreigners from around the world, all around the world. There could be foreigners from, let's say, Europe or America like me, or there's a lot of people from Southeast Asia or China. There's a lot of people, so you'll meet a lot of different people from around the world. So if you like that diversity, or you like to experience a lot of different cultures, this might be for you. An international school. It's an international school. So yeah. There are a decent amount of majors, but I would say if you are looking for a very specific major, just look into the website that I leave in the description as well. Because there's still limitations. I don't know how many exactly, maybe 20-ish majors you can choose from. So you might not find the exact major you're looking for. For me exactly, I wanted to do business when I first did, but I actually had to do international studies because there's no business major under this college. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, I wanted to do a double major in business administration, but that's actually outside of this English program, so I'll actually be studying in Korean for that. So I'm learning Korean so I can double major in that, so I have to apply for that. So just keep that in mind and just check the website just in case, so that you're not disappointed if they don't have your major. So next is the application process. So the application process is a really long process. It's over like 2 or 3 months, maybe even more than that. And it involves two stages. The first one is just the application itself, and the second one is just an interview. So first off, for the application, you have an online application. You can either do it via the Yonsei official website or Common App. I did it through Common App since I was applying to other colleges anyway, so I just might as well, why not? And basically just fill out the information. It doesn't matter either way. Just fill out the information as you would. I don't think I need to cover kind of information, but yeah. I also remember I had to do 2 personal essays, but I think they removed it from the requirements. I'm not sure, so I won't go over what I wrote in my essay, but if you're curious or it's still like something you're interested in, just let me know and I'll just make a little bit of a comment in the description or I'll make another video about it. After that, you also have to do a physical application. This might be where it like varies from other normal applications. So you have to send in the physical application to the Yonsei office in Korea. So this goes along with your online application, like a hard copy of your online application, along with a couple required documents, which include, but not excluded to, the letter of consent and verification, an apostille or Korean consulate confirmation of your official transcript, and certificate of graduation or certificate of expected graduation, one copy of your and your parents' legal passport or ID cards, and then one copy of your birth certificate or legal documentation that verifies your relationship with your parents, and also just a receipt of application fee payment. And you can also include things like your like rewards, awards, like extracurriculars, and there's also a list of other things you can include. So yeah, this is just like some of the things, but this is the required things you need to include. Yeah, these are not that hard to attain. I'm pretty sure, like just copies of things. But the hardest thing was, if you guys don't know what an apostolate was, I didn't know. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly actually. So I understand how the struggle, but this is basically just an like authentication to confirm that it's not forged or like it's real and authentic. So I need an apostolate. So for an apostolate, I had to go to my school and ask for them to notarize my documents. And if your school doesn't have like the ability to notarize it for you, you'll have to bring a traveling notary to your school so they can notarize it at the school. For me, my school notarized it for me and it wasn't that bad, so I just had to pick it up. So after that, you grab the notarized document and you go to the governor's office or some other place depending on where you're from. For me, it was the governor's office. I sent it to the governor's office and they apostilled it for me. And it took 2 weeks for me it to come back, but it might take less for some people. For me, I live in Hawaii, so I had to send it to another island, so the shipping time took a while. But yeah, keep in mind the biggest thing is that if you're not sending in your certificate of graduation, which is like your diploma, and instead a certificate of expected graduation, you will have to send in your certificate of graduation or diploma eventually. So after you get it, you have to send it in with the apostille again. So for me, this was also another pain because when I did it and I did the apostolate, they lost it in the mail, and I had to beg my school to give me another diploma. But they don't usually send like diplomas, do 2 diplomas. Like you don't reissue diplomas, but they did it for me, and then they found it in the mail. So that was a lot of stress for me. But yeah, after that, you just send all the documents to the Yonsei address that's in the website as well, and make sure that you send it before the deadline. That's like my biggest advice. Like sending it before the deadline is the most important thing, because I sent it like very very last minute and I was like crying. I was so stressed out if it would arrive in time. So just be careful of that, and that it's sent before the deadline. But now you just have to wait for the interview stage. So this takes around, it will take around 1 month for you to be notified if you made it to the interview stage. And once you get it, the email they'll send you will come with a time slot for your interview and also a Zoom link for to join. My interview was less than 10 minutes, I think, around 10 minutes, maybe less. And they asked general questions like, tell me about yourself, how would you contribute to Yonsei as a community, and what are your passions? Just think of it kind of like a job interview. It's very simple. Don't stress too much about it. But if you want to know more example questions, search on Reddit, I'd say. I think I saw a lot on Reddit, but I wouldn't stress too much about it. If you're decent at answering questions, just be yourself. So you can apply either during the spring or fall. The length of application is quite long, so it takes several months. But I'll put the application on the screen, like the term on the screen for the schedule. But yeah, now for my personal stats or my personal GPAs. The first is I had a GPA of 3.93 in high school, and I took one AP class and two early college classes. I took over 6 extracurriculars, which included DECA, service, and more. And I also mainly took honors classes. So, like, I don't know if that's, like, good or not. And I think those are decent. Like, my stats were not that impressive, but they were also, like, okay. They weren't, like, crazy. But, yeah. I don't know if grades really play a role in you getting into or being admitted into Yonsei. I'd say Yonsei is one of the top 3 universities in Korea. So, like, if grades aren't your strong suit and you don't feel confident in that, just highlight other things like extracurriculars. But it doesn't hurt to try, and if anything, you could also like transfer in your second year, the end of your second year, to Yonsei instead of you doing your freshman year from your local college. So yeah, just overall, I wish you guys best of luck. And I know it's kind of hard and it's kind of a hassle. It's quite expensive as well to apply, like all those fees to send mail and the application fee and like notarization costs. It's really expensive, but I wish you guys the best of luck. And if you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer as many as I can. And I'll also do any follow-up videos if you want, because I know myself, I had such a hard time, and I wish there was more videos out there. So I don't mind helping anybody if you guys need help. And follow if you want to see more content in Korea and just about my life in general. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Application process is super, super long. Oh my god, ow. Um, ow.